Hello everyone. I left you last time with the disassembled earbud and told you I had to buy new batteries to fix it. So here I am with a pack of freshly bought batteries from AliExpress. As you can see, I've already disassembled one. So on the right you can see the old battery and on the left you can see the new one. They are both about 15mm tall times 13 to 14mm. The difference is the thickness. You can see the old battery is a lot thicker than the new one. You can also see the corners of the new battery are not as rounded as the one of the old one. These are slightly higher capacity compared to the previous one at 60 mAh. Both batteries have 3.7 volt. It is important as the voltage is the same, because otherwise the volume will be different later on. Even though it has a higher capacity, the size of this new battery is slightly smaller than the one of the old battery. This is because this battery is rated for a 1 hour fast charge and this one is rated for a 3 hour fast charge, so one earbud will charge faster than the other. This battery fits about right in here. It could be slightly thicker and would fit anyway. I had to press the corners a little bit to make it fit. I know you shouldn't do that with 3M powered batteries, but I had 10 spare ones, so I thought I could risk it. Here I got my earbud and I will have to solder these cables back on. This one I think goes somewhere in here, and the other ones I will figure it out. I will try and solder this first cable because I think this could be the hardest one. I fit my pieces here so they move as little as possible. And now I think I should be able to bend this cable inwards and fit it right there. This is my portable soldering station and I've set it to max temperature, even though I think 270 or 240 degrees would be enough to melt the tin, but I think it will be easier if it melts faster. So since I don't want to burn holes into my table, I put something beneath because it becomes quite hot. I have this huge soldering cable and it won't stick to my soldering iron even though it melts. So we'll have to find a different way to solder. I ended up cutting little pieces from the cable with a scissor and putting them on the earbud with a tweezer. Then I first melted the pieces on the body of the earbud and only later I soldered the cables on. Before this I used the soldering iron to melt away a little bit of the plastic surrounding the cable so the tin would stick the right way, so there would still be a good electrical connectivity later on. This wasn't as fast or as easy as you might think. Once I figured out what the best way was, it took me about 10 minutes in real time. I'm gonna let some of the footage roll. You can skip the next minute if you're not interested. Now comes the moment of truth. I'm gonna connect the battery and see if the earbud still works. And right there you could hear a voice saying power on and a red light blinking, so the earbud is working. I switched the earbud on and off a few times to make sure everything worked fine. The red blinking light and blue blinking light were always there when they should be. All I had left to do was fit everything in the body of the earbud and solder the rest of the cables back on. While disassembling the earbud I had broken the button, so now I have to replace it. To do this, I made a little ball of tin and put it between two sheets of plastic that I melted together. It's not as good as a button, but I guess it's functional. I glued the exterior of the earbud back together. So here it is, a fully working earbud. You can see the light is blinking blue, like it should be when it's in pairing mode. You can see the ball of tin I told you about. You can't actually hear it click, but it is working. And when I put it in the case, now it actually becomes red and is charging. 4 months have gone by since I repaired them and they are still working just fine.